This is another day at Redneck Supply. So thanks for all the views and people subscribing on my other videos, or vidjas people call them nowadays. I just wanted to get a little, I don't know, crazy and amped up how exciting this journey and this show of Redneck Supply is going to be. We're going to be doing all different kinds of things. So thank you for watching them, and today we're going to be talking about leather. So I got these boots right here. I'll start with the old one. These are a pair of Hathorns from Spokane, Washington. You probably heard them, whites. These boots are right around 25 to 30 years old. That's old for a pair of boots, but they're keep on going. They still got a lot of wear left on them. And today at Redneck Supply, behind the scenes, I did a little bit of dyeing here on there. That's a little bit of my work I do. They're still far away to be gone. Keep on doing it, so. And underneath, I flattened that all out. So now it's going to be ready to put on the heel. And I use Goodyear end caps or heels. So, but today's show is about leather. When you get a good pair of boots or shoes, you want to make sure you always have them clean. You don't want bringing in dirt and mud and all kinds of stuff and then leaving it on there, because what it does, leather has pores just like your skin, and it breathes, and you don't want it to crack and everything. So you want to always keep your boots, mostly boots, clean. That's why you need a brush. Get a nice horsehair brush. You can pick them up at your local store, you know. And so a good horsehair brush, and you just run it across your leather or your boots, you know, and it cleans them up for you. But as you see here, the first thing I did to clean this boot is I used some saddle soap, and that's a type of soap for leather goods and so forth, to get things clean. You know, you don't want to use your common Dawn or shampoo or whatever to put on your boots, so you put saddle soap. And so the next thing you do is your boots will turn out like this. And there's a little bit of my work I've done. I've waxed this. I didn't put ink on here. I just put wax. Wax is already going to dye the leather dark, so there's no point of dyeing it and then putting wax on it, because then you'll get a darker shade than what you wanted. And so all I did is put wax on here, and the wax I use is Obenauf's heavy duty LP. It's all natural beeswax made in Idaho, so it's a wonderful product, and once again made in the USA. And this stuff is really good for well, they use it in forest fires for their boots, and it's pet friendly. A lot of people in the forest fires, they put it on their lips to keep their lips from not chapping and so forth. So Obenauf's heavy duty LP, check it out, it's really good stuff. I'm going to demonstrate what this stuff looks like when you put it on the boot. So here's a boot right here. It needs, I'm just going to take a little bit like that on my hand. Just move it around in little spots so you don't get it all in one spot. And then just slowly rub it. Massage it in to the leather. It will go into all the pores and it will pregnate all the pores that you need. And then when you get all done doing this, you'll have a very supple leather pair of boots that's not just good on your feet, but it's waterproof, and it'll keep it from all the bad things outside in the weather, and really protect your boots and make them last longer. If you're gonna pay the big bucks for boots and footwear, I mean, money don't grow on trees, and so you want to make your product or make your footwear last as long as possible. So it's always good to preserve your footwear, because besides a bed, the other most important thing is footwear. That's why you will see in my channel, Redneck Supply, I will strongly say, besides a bed, invest in a good pair of boots. Nothing like boots. Not Nikes, not all them other Reeboks and all them other brands that are not made here in America, and they're just foreign things. Spend some good money and buy a good American boot, and take care of them, and they'll take care of you. And you can say, I've had this boot or this product for 10, 12, 15 years. Like, these boots are almost older than me, and they're still kicking around, literally kicking around. And so I can't say that any higher to spend some good money on some boots. And I'm not trying to knock no companies while I'm on this channel, but don't be thinking, oh, I got a pair of air yachts. Well, air yachts, well, and one athletic shoe company and a boot company got together and started making basically like an athletic cowboy boot, and they're made in China, and they're very poorly made. For the money, you can buy a good American boot. So I'm not trying to bash a company, but don't buy a pair of air yachts. You're just wasting your money, and money's hard to come by. And that's why, if you want to, just look at Redneck Supply and look on my channel on eBay. I give everybody the fair price, because I'm blue collar just like probably everybody watching my channel, and that's why my channel is called Redneck Supply, because I understand about how far a dollar can stretch. So subscribe on Redneck Supply on YouTube, but not just that. Go over to my eBay, Redneck Supply, and check out all these boots. Every pair of boots you see on this shelf behind me is made in the USA. And so, not just that, I do a little bit of repairing on some of the boots. I do a lot of polishing. I'll even do this type of waxing on your boots to service your boots, so you have the longevity of a pair of boots going a long ways. So I will do my best for you guys and help you guys out, point you in the right direction on footwear, and different types of arches and footbeds and different sizing of boots and heels and what style you want, whatever you want. I kind of know it all, so I enjoy this, and that's why I decided to make a YouTube channel to share it with everybody. So if you have some big bucks to pull out, which is hard to come by nowadays, and other channels, I will show you some of the, I call them, I put it under categories, under tiers, like an A tier, a B tier, a C tier of boots. Like, I'll show you the very best boots you can buy. I mean, they are creme of the creme. I mean, they are fine boots. And then I'll show you B tier boots. Like, they're good. You can, they'll last a long time. And then I'll show you C tier boots, you know, like A, B, C. Like, how do they really stack up against each other, you know? What lasts the longest? What's best bang for the buck? How much ounce of leather you're getting? What are you really getting if you get that? More than just saying a name brand or this boot is this color and I like that. So a lot of people just like, oh, I like Tony Llamas, and they don't listen to nothing else. They just know Tony Llama was a good name, and they are a good name. And so they just expect us to buy Tony Llamas. So in other videos, we'll start talking about getting into real detail of the top of the line of boots. And I'll show you some. So this right here, I'm just kind of finishing up and massaging it in the boot. And it's starting to feel nice and supple and real nice everywhere. I mean, it just gave it a real nice look. You saw what it looked like before. Now you see it now. And right here in the boot, this is all dyed. I just dyed this leather today, sanded it down, dyed it, fleshed this all out. I mean, in this boot right here, I did the same thing. Dyed it right here, Obenaufed it, and I got that heel on. It looks good. The nails are all in there, lined with these nails, and this kind of style is called a pink shank. You can see that from the style of where the heel is and all that, and how these nails are running across. Right in the middle is your arch. Which this company, there's only two companies, as far as I know, in boots that use an all leather arch bed, and that is Hathorn's and White's. They're one company. And then there's Nick's boots, and they're another company, and they're out of Spokane, Washington. And they're the two companies that use leather footbeds. So this inside is all leather, and the reason is because when they fight fires, a steel shank will get hot, and they would start having to stick their feet in buckets to cool down their feet. So that's why they use leather, because leather don't get hot. So that's a very nice thing about this boot. It will mold to your foot proper. Unlike metal or plastic, a lot of boots are now going plastic. And what happens, the shank literally breaks inside the boot, so you didn't have no support. And then I call them banana boots. And a banana boot is when the boot looks crooked, literally crooked. It's twisted. And so that is not proper footwear. And so come to Redneck Supply and chat with me and get to know who I am. Subscribe on this channel. The link's right over here. It's right here, right here, right here. I don't know where, but just subscribe. Check out eBay at Redneck Supply. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.